And my colleague Mir Fareed is with us from Srinagar. Mir, how is the vibe in Srinagar today and how busy are the popular tourist spots including the Dal Lake?
Well, Anjali, I'm on the banks of Dal Lake, and Dal Lake, Srinagar is always subdued as far as New Year celebrations are concerned. This is a different kind of New Year celebration where you take a shikara and go through the Dal Lake. Beautiful scenery here. I'll just ask my cameraman to show you. After a long time, shikaras are back in the Dal Lake. We know what has happened in 2025. Not a great year for Kashmir generally, and especially for its tourism with all the incidents and the negative publicity. Now, snowfall was something that everyone was hoping for. It did happen the first week of December, and that set the tone for the tourism industry, because as the visuals went out, people have come to Kashmir, and especially in destinations like Gulmarg and Sonmarg, there's a lot of crowd, hotels packed, and people are enjoying. But as I said, Srinagar is more about calm, subdued, people who come for a different kind of celebrations away from song and dance. They just want to spend their time in Srinagar, around Dal Lake, in these shikaras. And around me, as you could be seeing, there are many shikaras which are back in the Dal Lake, which is very good visuals considering the last 7-8 months they have been mostly parked, no work, waiting for tourists to come. But right now, a lot of tourism activity in Kashmir Valley, and people obviously Gulmarg is all about snow, it's about merriment, song and dance, and that will continue through the day, through the night. Hoteliers have made arrangements for the tourists, bonfires, etc. But as I said, Srinagar is more subdued, calm, quiet. People who love this come for New Year to celebrate in a different way, and that's what is happening. Shikaras, as you could be seeing, are around me, and this people are hoping will rub on to other places as well, and not just for New Year. As the Jan comes and as more snowfall comes to Kashmir, more and more tourists will come. But as far as Srinagar is concerned, we're still waiting for our first snow touchdown. Hopefully, by this evening that can happen, because there is a prediction, not a very strong western disturbance, but still it could have snowflakes touching down Srinagar, and that would be great for the New Year, for the tourists, and for the place as well, considering that it has been wooing tourists. It has been trying to shed this negative publicity, hoping that people will come. And as I said, snowfall happening at the right time, New Year holidays coming to Kashmir, and now we'll have to wait and see whether this continues in January and whether we'll have the full Kashmir tourism back, and especially the winter tourism part, which mostly revolves around Gulmarg, but also is seen in Pahalgam, around the tourist spots of Srinagar, Sonmarg if you move out of Srinagar to the Ganderbal side. So these are the spots which are known for winter tourism. Right now, a lot of buzz. People are coming in. As I said, this is good for Kashmir tourism. After all, what has happened through 2025 with all the negativity and all the incidents that have put Kashmir in the news for all the wrong reasons.
Right,
Anjali?
Mir. So Kashmir tourism is getting back on track, and calm and serene and silent celebrations is what defines the New Year celebrations in Srinagar. And the tourists are at the Dal Lake. They are taking shikara rides. Those were the visuals from Srinagar. My colleague Shibimol is also joining us from Thiruvananthapuram. Shibimol, what's the buzz like and the celebration mood in Thiruvananthapuram?
Well, Anjali, in Thiruvananthapuram, for people of Thiruvananthapuram and also for anyone who's visiting the city, any special day is incomplete without making a visit to the iconic Padmanabhaswamy temple here. And you can see heavy rush at the temple. You see this every day, every normal day. You see this rush, but that's restricted till 9 a.m., 8 a.m. Early morning, you witness this kind of rush. But this is around 10:30. We're right now live from here outside the temple, and many people from different parts of the state have come here, from different parts of the state and also from different parts of the country, coming here, making a visit to the temple on the last day of the year, all set to welcome New Year. In fact, we have with us some of the tourists who have visited the temple already. We'll have a word with them and see how their New Year is going to look like. Hi, sir.
Hi, my name is Divakar. We're from Delhi.
Okay, so you visited the temple?
Yes, we're going inside the temple, yes.
What is New Year going to look like?
See, how we feel it is that New Year is going to be full of these spiritual temple visits. Not because we're looking at God from a blind faith perspective, but it's a new exploration. We are exploring it, and I think a lot of Gen Zs, you see a lot of people, so much crowd inside. We just came out thinking how to go inside because there's a lot of people. But that's the new trend that we are noticing.
What about you?
And the same goes with me as well. We have seen there is a whole lot of a change, a welcoming change in the mindset of people. We are visiting temples on good occasions, the New Year occasions. We are, instead of going to party, we are going to temples. We are about to go inside the temple, and we have planned the next day, the first day of the year, to visit Rameshwaram. So it is a welcoming change. We have seen there is a whole lot of crowd here. We are hearing there is a whole lot of crowd visiting Ayodhya. The crowd is visiting Kashi Vishwanath. So this is a good change in the mindset. The youngsters are coming in. All the Sanatanis are getting together. So it is a welcoming change. And this should be welcomed. Everyone should visit temples. It is a nice thought. It is a welcoming change for us.
Ma'am, so it's a spiritual New Year for you.
Yes, definitely. So this New Year we planned something else instead of all the parties and gatherings. It came into my mind that we should visit Rameshwaram this year, and for that purpose we have come to this temple also, and many more to come. I think this creates your inner peace and self-satisfaction. Of course, other things are very important, but yes, this year this is the plan. And he also said, like Sanatani, we should go more into spiritual things also. Yeah.
Thank you, and wishing you all a happy New Year. So that's them talking about choosing the spiritual path. In fact, in other parts of the state, in Fort Kochi, Cochin is where most restrictions have been imposed by the police and the government administration, especially in Fort Kochi, where a grand party New Year celebrations takes place every year. So the entry to Fort Kochi has been restricted till 7 p.m. All the public services like Water Metro, the Cochin Metro, and the private buses, all the buses, everything will function throughout the night is what the government administration has said. And there will be parking restrictions also in major parts of the city, in Trivandrum, Kochi, Kozhikode, and all the major cities is what the administration said. And most importantly, we spoke about the spiritual aspect. When it comes to the party side, the government has also extended the beer and wine parlors time also by 1 hour. It will all function till 12 a.m. So Kerala at this point is all set to welcome New Year with all the spiritual as well as the party flavor.
Right, Shibimul. So those are the visuals from Thiruvananthapuram. Spiritual is what the mood seems like in Thiruvananthapuram. The youth are preferring temple visits over parties to welcome the new year in Thiruvananthapuram.